Good morning. Welcome to episode 4 of Cringe Podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again. Look at me coming back with another episode this fast. I'm pretty proud of myself. So, pats on the back, So, let me get my intro started. Hello, my name is Ronnie. If you're following me on anything, just follow me on social media, on Facebook only right now because I don't use any of the other platforms as of now. My Facebook is Sweet Gal Ronnie, or is it? I get confused. No, it's Ronnie Good Gal. I'm so sorry. I get so confused with my social media. Sweet Girl Ronnie is my Instagram, but I don't get on there. But Ronnie Good Gal, or Good Gal Ronnie is my, Jesus, I guess I should look. Good Gal Ronnie, right? Let me see, you guys. This is how you know I don't be caring to share too much of my Ronnie Good Gal. So Ronnie, Ronnie, Good Gal, GOODGAL. Follow me on Facebook. Also follow my positive page. It's pretty positive, just like it sounds. I have that linked on my page if you want to go follow my little positivity group that I started, and I'm very happy. And I keep getting new people, and it's out of nowhere, and I'm very excited about it, and it makes me feel good, and it's something to bring a little light into social media in such a dark world. But let's just get started on today's episode 4, which is unhealthy relationships. And this could be relationships with anyone, but I'm mainly going to focus on relationships as far as love, interest, and let's talk about it. So I have not had any type of healthy relationship, okay? Let me repeat that. I have never had a healthy relationship. And the reason being is 2 reasonings. One is because either the person I was with created a situation where it became unhealthy, or, hey, I was the one creating the unhealthy environment for the relationship. So, we won't go into who and all of that, but we will at least share some experiences I have had as far as when it come to unhealthy relationships. Okay, so one thing I can say right now is I am the most, I guess, I'm at my best right now. I'm at a good point in my life, my growth as a woman. I listen a little bit more than I used to. I'm still working on a lot of things when it comes to, understanding how people are. But I have changed so much. Even my temper has changed so much. And I just realized that I used to carry a lot of toxic traits, if you want to say toxic, and unhealthy, we could say unhealthy traits in a relationship. I used to add to that, you know what I mean? I was never the best lover. I cannot say I was. I feel like as of now, if I did jump into a new relationship as of now, I would be a great lover, and I would understand that, what the goal is out of a relationship compared to how I was in the past. So starting from when I was young, when you're young, you make mistakes. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You like that person, they like you, let's just do this kind of situation. You really don't know how to really, I guess, understand love, And I'm doing my hair as I'm recording this podcast. It's so funny. And I really never, I guess, knew how to take people serious, because it's we get these, okay, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but the example of love is not always within our families, you know what I mean? I wasn't raised with my mom and my dad in the same household, and I didn't experience a lot of marriages around me besides my grandparents and like my aunt's married now, but I'm talking about like as a kid. Like I really didn't experience too many couples and long life love partners and just healthy relationships around me. I always was around toxic stuff. Even when like dealing with my mom's stuff, God bless her soul, rest in peace. I never seen her in a happy relationship. I seen my mom in happy moments in a relationship, but I never seen my mom in a happy relationship. So, not saying that I couldn't change that back in the day, change the outlook of relationships. I could, but at the same time, it was like I kind of thought that's what the relationship was. I thought like, oh, you're supposed to argue sometimes, you fight, this is what's supposed to be done. Like, this is what you should expect because nothing's perfect. And yes, nothing is perfect, but you shouldn't expect that always out of a relationship. Yes, you may have your differences, but that don't mean you have to argue. That don't mean you have to fight. That don't mean none of that. It could just be a sit-down conversation, and that's where I'm at my point, in this point of life. Like, I don't want to have to argue over anything. I want to sit down and have a conversation about it when both of us are ready. And when I mean both of us is ready, I mean not just one person. I had to realize that, just because I'm ready for a conversation, don't mean he ready for a conversation or she ready for a conversation. That's not fair. You know what I mean? And we have to be fair to one another. That's another part of a relationship. You have to be fair. If a person is feeling some type of way, just let them, breathe, let them figure it out, and then come back to it. We'll rekindle it, or we'll talk about it a little bit later. And I have to learn that. I'm one of those people, and I'm still working on that, where it's like, no, just tell me now. Because I'm just like a now type of person. Like, why wait? What is we waiting on? I might be dead tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because life is so short for me, and it definitely is. But I also have to understand people sometimes want to, have a clear mind before speaking. Because sometimes when you speak out of anger, that's when all of the bad shit and crazy things happen. You know what I mean? So I had to learn just to let people, or even myself, have that moment of silence and really think about what I'm going to say next, so I don't say the wrong thing that I really didn't mean. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I never had examples of like what a relationship should be like, or there's no rule book, or really no way that we can just figure it out. It's something we just have to experience, right? And it depends on the people that we experience. So as I moved into my adulthood, like back in the day, I feel like I was just childish. I didn't take love too serious. Like, I just thought like, okay, like I said, you like me, we go together, but like at the end of the day, I don't know if you gonna be my husband. You know what I mean? And I wasn't like dating to have a husband back then. Like, I was just dating just to date, just to say, we're together and I like you and I really have these strong feelings for you, but I never was dating for a husband. And or even dating for like knowing that I'm gonna be with this person forever. And that's not a good way to think. Like, now the older I got, that's when I started to think more of like, okay, I'm trying to date to actually be with this person for the rest of my life. But as far as my younger years, it was kind of like, this is what it is. Now, moving into like when I started to actually give, two ucks about people in a relationship, this is kind of where I kind of got hurt at. I was putting my all into relationships, and certain relationships, and they were ending up, they ended up being bad. So I ended up getting cheated on. In one relationship, I was definitely emotionally abused. I was definitely abused physically before. And I kind of felt a lot of guilt from a lot of relationships too. Because I felt like, damn, like I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to be a better person and, be with these people, and I'm getting treated like shit. So, you know what I did? I started treating people like shit. And that's not how it works. Like, you don't get your payback by fucking other people's hearts up. You know what I mean? And I feel like once I started to get cheated on and treated bad, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be just like these guys that's doing me wrong. I'm just going to not care. I'm just going to go in a relationship and just still have, options, or still carry my little baggage with like other situations that I had beforehand and bring them into my new relationship. But then I still expected it to work at the end of the day. So it was like weird. Like I was wanting my relationship to last while still having all this baggage with me. That makes no sense at all. You can't bring extra baggage into your relationship expecting things to work. It's either you try to work on yourself first, get rid of your baggage and build yourself up, and then get at a good stable place and then try to enter a relationship, or don't enter it at all. Because it's like, I learned my lesson with entering with a bunch of baggage. It's like I still had situations where there was exes involved, and I entered new relationships, and then my exes got into my new relationship, and then it ruined my new relationship, and then I'm just like all over the place. So it's like I've been in those situations where I could have controlled that and just took time out just to heal from my last relationship instead of jumping into the next one. That's another thing. Allow yourself a break. This new day and age, I am not jumping into a relationship right away. The last relationship, I just didn't feel like was serving me anymore. That I think we both kind of decided that they more of just, were doing what they were doing as well. And I think we both have a lot of growing to do in that case. So it's a good thing that, you take things a little bit more slower before jumping into something once you're in such a serious situation. Take your time. It's okay to be single for some time. Like, I'm single right now, and I'm not like freaking worried about jumping into the next thing. Like, I don't really want to put a title on anything until I know that the person that I'm going to be with is going to be my forever person, or is looking for long term, or looking for, whatever, even if it's not marriage, you know what I mean? But looking for a long partnership to the point where it's, it can lead up to marriage. But I'm not trying to stress myself over finding my babe, you know what I mean? Like, my babe will come. Who knows? Could be right in front of me, you know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna let it happen naturally, and I'm gonna let it happen in God's timing. Say it with me, you guys. God's timing. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Anyway, I'm back. You guys probably didn't hear the pause in between, but I definitely paused you. But yeah, what I was saying is with God timing, you know what I mean? So I want to just trust in that, the Lord is going to send me someone that is ready for what I'm ready for at this point in my life. Like I said, I think I have came a long way. I used to be so fucking childish. I used to not hold myself accountable. I used to think that when it's time to talk, I'm ready to talk, so we gotta talk. You know what I mean? I took a little step back from all of that. And like I said, I'm still working on things. I'm not 100% perfect. But that's why I'm still single, is because I am still working on myself day by day. And like I said, I was not one of those people that was comfortable with being alone. Like, I hated being single. I want my babe. I want my boyfriend is my best friend. Like, I want to be up under you. I want to do stuff together. Because I don't have that many friends. So when I do enter a relationship, that's my best friend. We bros. We bros. I want to be around you. I want to go on vacations. I want to plan stuff. I'm damn near ready to move in. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm crazy though. That was me back in the day, but I think different now. But I'm just saying, back in the day, I'm like, let's go. Let's get this on the roll. I'm ready. Where's my ring? You know what I mean? But now I took a step back to, doing that and really making sure that I protect my heart. And, I'm not playing with nobody else's heart as well, because that can somebody, and I've seen that firsthand, where something I did have affected someone in the long term, and that makes me very sad. And I can't say sorry enough to anyone that I ever hurt or made feel a certain way. I can't, because like I said, that was the old me, and I can't really fix what's already been done. But all I can say is that I'm changed now, and I hope whoever I've hurt or whoever I've made feel any type of way forgives me, and I hope that God heals their heart from whatever I've done. And trust me, I got my karma. I promise you, I got my karma. I done got my karma, and and I pray to God every day that He continues to change me as a person, and that I'm able to, be better for not only myself, but for whoever my husband or whoever my partner is going to be. You know what I mean? Sorry, y'all, I had to put up the AC because we hot in here. I'm doing my hair. Like I said, I'm about to go to church soon. My baby is asleep. So I was like, I need to record a podcast about unhealthy relationships, because I have a fair share of those. And like I said, it's not just the men's fault. It's not. It was definitely my fault at a lot of times where I didn't listen, I was hard-headed, or I wasn't reciprocating the love that was being given to me. But there's also been times where I have been treated like ish, and I have been walked over and used and abused. And we have to learn from all mistakes and not try to go back to the same things that we are used to. Let's stop dating the same type of people. Like, until you see a change in someone, don't just settle for the same shit. You know what I mean? We gotta want more for ourselves. And in order to want more for yourself, you got to, I just posted this on my positivity page, you got to be the person you want to attract. Say it with me. Be the person you want to attract. So if you want someone that's super positive, if you want someone that works hard or works out, I don't know, I'm just making up stuff right now. You want somebody that, likes to go on dates. You want somebody that likes to travel. You want somebody that is looking for marriage. You want somebody that, I don't know, likes to party with you, or I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm just making stuff up. Or someone that's family oriented, that wants kids, or someone that goes to church, someone that, is very spiritual and in the Bible. You have to be that person you want to attract. How you expect to get somebody super positive and, want to do these things with you if you live in a negative life? How? Tell me. How do you do it? You know what I mean? You can't do that. So that's why I'm making myself, I'm trying to make this new version of myself become the person that I attract. You know what I mean? So I definitely am right now in my fix me era, I guess you could say. And I'm really just trying to grow. I'm about to be 31 next week. I'm about to be 31 next week, if y'all didn't know. June 13th, Thursday. Wish me a happy birthday. My cash app is... No, I'm kidding. I'm not that type of person. Happy birthday wishes I'm very grateful for at this point in my life. I'm just happy to see another year. But yeah, y'all, you just gotta be the person you want to attract, and that's why I'm working on me. Like I said, if something fixes itself, I'm happy with that. And if something new comes in my life, I am happy with that. But it has to be at the right time and God's timing, and it has to be going down the right path. You know what I mean? I'm not for any more unhealthy relationships or bonds with anyone. I have boundaries now. I know when I'm starting to revert to my old self, so that's another red flag for me. When I feel like I'm starting to become my old self or jump into that mindset again, I know that that's not where I'm supposed to be. Because I should never revert back to something I'm trying to get away from. You know what I mean? You should never revert back to something you're trying to get away from. So just keep on your right path, just realize if it's not for you, it's okay. Don't be mad at that person. At the end of the day, they're just doing what they're doing on their journey, and hopefully one day they will heal and become better people and then be better for the next person. We're all not meant to match and mix, you know what I mean? We're not all competitive, you know what I mean? But you can work with somebody, you can figure things out, but you have to be willing to change, and that person's going to have to be willing to change to make things work. It's talking things out and really, really understanding each other, and it takes time, and it takes sometimes alone time to figure yourself out first before you can help. No, not help. Before you can jump into another situation with someone else. Fix yourself. Make sure you're good in a right mindset. Make sure you're attracting the correct people, and then you can get into a relationship. Take your time. Do not just jump on the first person that say you are cute. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't do that. Or don't jump to someone that maybe you have dated in the past and you're comfortable with them, because I have did that before too, where I was comfortable with someone and I'm like, you know what, hey, you know me, I know you, let's just get back together, and things weren't fixed in the relationship and I wasn't fixed myself. I was still damaged, you know what I mean? So take time out for yourself first and then jump into whatever situation when both of you are ready. When both of you are ready. And hey, let's say, sorry, I dropped my mic. Let's say one person's ready before the next person. Hey, if you feel like it's necessary to wait on somebody, wait on them, but also don't waste your time if you feel like your time is being wasted. You got to listen to yourself. You trust your intuition. And like I said, everything will come to where it needs to come to. And I'm not the relationship expert, honey. I'm not. Trust me. I've been in and out of relationships that, like I said, I've made a problem and other people made the problem. But at the end of the day, I don't regret any single one of them. It is what it is, and I thank God that I was able to experience these people at one point, but I'm also happy that I've been able to learn and grow, and now I am in the woman that I am becoming because I was able to experience this, and I was able to create boundaries, and I was able to hold myself accountable and really look at myself and like, Ranisha, you fucked up, or you were wrong for that. I'm able to look at that, and I'm still learning and still stripping myself every day of all the chains that I had attached to me that now I'm letting go of. But that's a whole nother story. Just, you guys, take your time with dating, okay? I know we're getting older, but don't rush the process. We want to be happy people. Happy people. I was going to sing the song, but then I was like, R. Kelly. So I didn't do it. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for listening to my podcast. Love, 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 love makes the world go round. If somebody told you that it doesn't, they are gonna lie. Okay? Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. You guys know how I feel about you supporting and listening to my stuff. Y'all know how I feel about that. It makes me feel so good inside. Y'all don't understand. Keep going. Keep pushing. Stay positive. Stay blessed. Bye.